Hello everybody, I hope you are doing fantastic. So in this video, we are gonna go ahead and unbox my Thrive Market order. I've been waiting to get a pretty good order from them so that I could show you quite a variety of the items that they have and that we like to bring into our home. Some are items that we get on the regular, and then other items are just kind of like ones that we're trying or that we're gonna use for just a special occasion. So I'm gonna go ahead and dig in. So I really like the savings that we have with Thrive Market. Their prices are anywhere from like $1 to $2 less to like $5 to $8 less, depending on what you purchase. And they have a lot of their own brand. Thrive Market has their own brand of products, not for everything, but they're growing. Their inventory for that is growing, and those are always even more less expensive, which is really nice. And we use quite a few of those. And so here's the first one. So this is the Thrive Market apple cider vinegar. It is raw and unpasteurized. They do also have the Bragg's brand, if that's something you would prefer. And so here's something we use all the time. I will make pickled onions with that. We'll use it in salad dressings. I will use it for pretty much anything you need vinegar for, but fire cider. I use it for fire cider, and I'll add it to my water. I'll alternate that with my lemon water in the morning. So that's really great. All right, something else that I like to keep on hand is their organic pumpkin. So all their cans are BPA free, and that's really, really important. So it's really nice that they have that. And it's non-GMO, sustainably farmed, paleo vegan, pumpkin puree. I love to keep it on hand from the can just because we don't have access to pumpkins all year round, and I do make my own during the fall, but I typically I go through it pretty quickly, and I don't make so much that I have a whole bunch of it, or that I don't can it myself. So I really like to keep this around because we use this in my special pancake recipe, which is going to be in my ebook. So that's pretty exciting. So this is coconut aminos. If you are not familiar with coconut aminos, it is a wonderful soy-free swap for soy sauce. It has a bit of a different flavor. I usually tell people the flavor of this is a cross between teriyaki and soy sauce, and the sodium is way less than soy sauce. And I just really, really love this brand in particular. So the only thing in here is organic coconut sap, tree sap, and sea salt. Thrive Market does have their own brand of this as well. I happen to like the Coconut Secret better, so I'm so glad that they carry it. I really, really love it. And this is a secret in a lot of my recipes. It just has such a great flavor. It adds such a wonderful taste to a lot of different dishes. So something else that I like to get is this Bio Nature strained tomatoes. There is nothing else in here than organic tomatoes, and that's it. And I love that it's in a glass jar. I have talked about this before, but just as a reminder, if you've never heard anyone or heard me speak on this topic, tomatoes, when they go into any kind of like a tin, aluminum, any kind of a can, you want to stay away from that because the acidity of the tomatoes combines with the metal, and it creates a very unhealthy effect for the tomato and for our food to be eating it and consuming it in our body. So that's a really just easy way to explain it. So let's see what else. So again, I love that that's in glass, and they also have tomato paste. So I get the same brand of tomato paste as well. And tomato paste is it's such a useful item. This makes such a quick pizza sauce. If you don't have sauce already made and you're just running short on time, this is so wonderful. You can mix just a little salt, garlic powder, a little bit of balsamic vinegar, and mix it up. Throw it on your pizza crust. Delicious. Add your toppings on top. Wonderful. I've got the Thrive Market brand of organic raw cacao powder. So I use this in any kind of recipe that's going to call for chocolate or cocoa powder. So you can make hot cocoa with this. You can use this to make chocolate cakes, cookies, brownies, a variety of different recipes. They have a 1 pound bag of hemp seed that I got. We use hemp seed quite a bit in our house. We'd like to throw it into smoothies for protein. We'll throw it on top of oatmeal. I'll make bars with this as one of the ingredients. I will put this in our like almond butter or other nut butter like sandwiches, just as some extra added nutrition, because the omegas in here is really, really great. And so we all need a little bit of extra omegas in our diet. And I just really, and I love the very mild flavor of them. So kids tend to like them, which is great. I can sprinkle this on my son's vegetables, and just on a variety of things that I give him on salads. This is great. So lovely. It's a great way to get extra nutrition in there. Very high and rich in protein. All right, so I've got organic whole flax seeds. So what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to put this bag in the freezer. And then what I'm going to do is, as I need them, I will grind them. I have a little small coffee bean grinder, and I use it specifically just for this. It is better when you grind it yourself. So you can grind the whole thing when you get it and stick that in the freezer just so it's quick, or you can grind as you need. It's totally up to you. It is always considered better. I have totally bought the pre-ground flax, the flax meal. Totally will buy that when the seeds are out of stock, or just if I need something fast. If I'm traveling, say, and I want something ground, I'll get it. But flaxseed is known to go rancid fairly quickly, so you want to keep the whole seeds in the freezer, and then if you can, grind as you need. I might grind like half of this bag, so maybe about 8 ounces, because it's a 1 pound bag, and then we do go through it fairly quickly. And so we'll keep what I grind in the fridge, and I'll reach for that, and then I'll put the rest in the freezer. But you can keep it ground in the fridge or freezer. It's totally up to you, wherever you have space. But definitely once you open that bag, if you have it unopened and it's not in the freezer, that's okay for a time, but you want to get it in there once that seal has been broken, okay? All right. So this is a favorite salt of ours. I also, no, I don't think I have it in there too. I did throw some things from a previous order in there just so you could see a bit more variety. But this is the brand Celtic Sea Salt, and I love this. This is one of my 2 favorite salt brands. I also like the Redmond brand, and they have a pink salt. Both of these brands have been tested to not have any plastics in them. If you have not read up about that, you do want to look to see that a lot of the salts on the market, even the sea salts, you guys, have plastics in them. So that's right, we're eating some plastic. And anytime we can not eat plastic, all the better, because we know that, I mean, it's one thing for our food to be kept in a plastic bag. It's quite another for us to be intentionally like eating it and swallowing it, right? So we don't want to do that. Let's see. So next thing that I have in here, I got a full box for you guys. I've got a couple boxes of these Mary Gong crackers. We love these. There are a very crunchy, healthier cracker. If you are used to Ritz crackers or anything kind of like that, what I would tell you is check out, which Thrive Market has as well, but I don't have in the box this time, are the Simple Mills almond crackers. Those are more kind of like saltine-ish. They're delicious. They are made from almonds, so if you're allergic to nuts, then it's not an option for you. But they also have sprouted seed-based crackers, and those are good too. But if you like really crunchy, like seedy things, these are wonderful. I can snack on them by themselves. I prefer to dip them into something. I love to use them with hummus. So good. And they're good, like if you kind of throw them and make like kind of a trail mix too, you can break them up a little bit with the other things. They're delicious that way as well. My husband will dip them in almond butter. That's not my favorite way to eat them, but he likes it. All right, so something new that I had gotten this time around are these organic whole cranberries. So these are sweetened only with apple juice. And then these are these whole wild blueberries also sweetened with apple juice. And we're going to use these and make some granola bars with these. So pretty cool. Pretty excited about that. I have a bag of, this is one of my favorite brands of chocolate chips. So this is Pascha, and I really like them because they are organic and they are peanut and nut free, wheat free, gluten free, dairy and egg free, and soy free. So pretty allergen friendly. And it's also, I believe, artisan. So, you know, nobody is, or fair trade is what I should say. So, you know, nobody's being abused or being shortened wages by purchasing from Pascha. So I really, really like that a lot. They're delicious. So anytime you want to, something you want to throw into like making chocolate chip cookies, or I have been making lately this delicious cake. I'm going to give Minimalist Baker a shout out. So good. Her one bowl vegan chocolate, vegan gluten-free chocolate cake. So yummy. I will throw these on top instead of frosting it. It's so good. It's so good. And if you don't do banana, she has banana in that recipe. So I just want to say that I sub out date paste for that. Works wonderfully. This is another bottle of the strained tomatoes. I get quite a few of those because we go through them. I use it in so many different recipes. So there's a couple things I want to wait to show you because I'm going to do another video on those. All right, so this is the shortening that we like to use in our house. So this is from Nutella, and this is a combination of coconut oil and red palm oil. So the palm oil, all the palm oil that this company uses is sustainably harvested, and so no orangutans are being harmed in the Amazon. And they say Nutella nurtures vitality by consciously curating the world's finest organic plant-based foods. And I really, really have found that, and this is one of the cleanest, best shortenings that's out there. So I don't bake with this, but what I do with this is I use this on our cast iron pans when we are making pancakes or crepes or tortillas. So that is basically what we use this for. I will say I have tried to use this to make like vegan frostings. I don't like the way it turns out for those, but we do use a lot of this on our cast iron pan for those other things that I mentioned. If you guys use Dr. Bronner's, they have many of the Dr. Bronner's products. I should have brought a pair of scissors over here. So this is the bar of soap. We really like, we always purchase the pure Castile bars, the soap bars, and also the liquids, and the unscented or the baby one. So that's in this light blue color, because if I'm going to scent something, I want to scent it myself with my own essential oils. And that way I don't have to worry about where another company is getting their essential oils from, because we know Young Living's the best, right? And so we use this. This is my husband's favorite soap to use. I actually have been using quite a few of the different ones from Young Living. I love our barred soaps. They're so lovely. Let's see. So they also carry the brand Beyond Gourmet, and there's another brand called If You Care, which is over here. So these are the mini muffin liners. They also have the regular size muffin liners. We get those. And again, this is the brand Beyond Gourmet. The other brand is If You Care, and these are paper snack and sandwich bags. So we use a lot of the reusable sandwich bags as well. And I like to use stasher bags, which you can, by the way, buy on Thrive Market. Yep, sure can. And you get a discount from buying them on Thrive as well. I really like to keep these around if I'm giving things to friends. So there's a natural barrier properties, no paraffin wax. They're not chemically treated, so there's no bleach, you guys. Have you ever noticed, like in typical parchment, so this is basically parchment paper, because I use this brand's parchment paper as well. It's white. So why is it white? Because it's been bleached. And so then our food is sitting in the bleached paper, so I don't want to do that. So that's why I really appreciate brands like this that make them unbleached. And so yeah, I like to, like if I'm going to give like baked goods, or maybe, I don't know, somebody comes over and they have a little leftover food that they didn't finish from a meal or whatever, and it's appropriate to go into a bag like this, then I can give it to them. Sometimes my husband will forget to use the reusable ones too, and he'll grab them for himself as well. Husbands, right? So let's see. Okay, so Thrive Market also has ground spices, and they're much less expensive the way that they sell them in these little bags. Now, my preference is to buy herbs and everything like that and spices in bulk, like in much larger bags, like in pound bags, or I like to go to my local health food store and get as much as I need. However, sometimes I just want to try a little bit of something, and so I really love the fact that Thrive Market has them in these bags. So these are, how many ounces are in here? I want to say it's like doesn't say, I know it says on the website, but it doesn't say on here. I want to say it's like it does say, okay, 2.24 ounces. Okay, there it is. And this is ground cumin. I ordered this, I actually go through quite a bit of cumin, but my normal suppliers where I would get like the 1 pound bags, because they don't have them in bulk in that much from Thrive Market, they were out. So I just went ahead, just so I wouldn't run out completely, and got this one. But they have a wide variety of dried herbs and spices that you can get like this. And even if you don't want to get the 1 pound bags like I was talking about from other suppliers, they are much less expensive, and then you can fill up the jars that you already have with those. Unfortunately, and well, these are recyclable as well. It has the recycle symbol on there, so they can be recycled. Okay, so this was something fun that I had gotten as a treat. You guys probably have tried or are fans of, or have at some point tasted Nutella. So the Nutiva brand, if you have not tried this, it's so yummy. It's their own hazelnut spread, but it's organic, and so there's and it's also vegan, so there's no milk in here. I'll just tell you the ingredients. So there is cane sugar, so it's not sugar free, but it is organic sugar, and cocoa powder, palm oil. Again, all the palm oil that they utilize is sustainably harvested. Flaxseed, inulin, hazelnut, coconut oil, chia seed oil, sunflower lecithin. Yeah, and so it's, I mean, you can pretty much account. There are some natural flavors in there. I have called them before, though, and asked about their natural flavors, and I believe every single time I've asked them, it has always been from an actual, like, food source, which is reassuring, because that's not always the case when you see that word natural flavors. And it's just a yummy treat. I maybe buy one of these like once a year, so fun, right? It's fun to have stuff like that every once in a while. Like I said, there are a few other things in here that I'm not going to get into this time, simply because I want to do another video on them. I think most of the other things in here are repeats. Okay, so here's one more. I have showed a lot of these products on Instagram before, but just in case you don't follow on Instagram, you get to see them here. Okay, so we're almost done. This is the last product I'm going to show you in this box today, because I know this video is quite long, but this is the Jovial diced tomatoes. Again, you want to get tomatoes in glass. I love this brand. They are pure and from Italy, as is the Bio Nature. They have a whole brand of, a whole line, I should say, of pastas that are gluten-free and organic, absolutely delicious. And they also have organic einkorn flour products as well. If you are gluten intolerant, but you're not celiac, You might want to consider trying einkorn. Your body most likely would be able to digest it well. It's worth giving it a shot. It is true ancient wheat, so it does have gluten, but the chromosomes are all proper, so it hasn't been messed with. It's not been over hybridized like most of the wheat has been. So it might be something you want to give a shot. So yeah, and Jovial has a whole line of just different products. They even have desserts like cookies. And so, but this is a product that I get for them quite often, and it is their Jovial diced tomatoes. And I throw this into a lot of different just soups and different recipes, pasta recipes. It's always great to have diced tomatoes on hand, you guys, right? For just a variety of different recipes you can put them into. And and I make a quick, I call it a lazy salsa with this. So it's nice for that too. All right, so those are the Thrive Market products that I'm going to show you for today. Stay tuned for our next video. It is going to be on how our family takes care of our dental health. Thank you so much. God bless you, and I will see you soon. If you have any questions, feel free to send an email, and we will chat about it. Bye, you guys. God bless you.